We are counting down to Christmas here at ABC 13, and we want you to stay safe this holiday season.
Christmas trees can be beautiful, but they can also be a fire risk. ABC 13's Rachel Tillapaz shares the safety tips that you need to know.
In a matter of seconds, your Hallmark holiday scene could turn into a horror movie if you aren't careful. The culprit behind the fire, your live Christmas tree.
So one way to test it is to grab part of the tree, and when you pull, you're going to pull a bunch of needles off, and that's usually indicative that it's pretty dry.
Fire Marshal Leo George says you need to water your tree at least once a day. A dried tree that catches on fire will go up in flames much quicker than a watered one.
When you look at a wet tree versus a dry tree, within 30 to 45 seconds, the dry tree has fully combusted and is put off enough radiant heat that it's starting to catch the room on fire.
And your festive twinkly decorations can do more than just light your tree. They can also light a fire.
You don't want to plug more than 3 in to each other. You also want to make sure those lights get plugged directly into a wall outlet and not into an extension cord or anything like that. The extension cords is where we find most of the fires that have to do with lights in the trees.
George says just keeping these tips in mind can keep you safe this season.
If you're going to have a live tree, make sure you take that extra minute or two and think about where you're putting it, how you're putting it up, what you're going to do with it.
Remember, it's not just Christmas trees that are fire hazards this time of the year. Space heaters and fireplaces can also pose risks. Also, keep your heaters at least 3 feet away from other objects and clean your fireplace regularly. Back to you.
An organization that promotes real Christmas trees says people aren't buying the real thing in the numbers that they did 50 or even 40 years ago. The Real Christmas Tree Board says artificial trees have taken a big bite out of the live tree business. Imported artificial trees have doubled over the past decade, but that number fell a little this year because of President Donald Trump's tariffs. Experts say the United States also has 35% fewer acres dedicated to producing Christmas trees than it did 20 years ago. Despite those declines, Christmas tree growers say they got a big boost from Home Depot this year. The company featured a tree farm in North Carolina during a recent ad campaign.